Unqualified Opinions Podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Unqualified Opinions Podcast. I am Badger, your host, and with me as always is Martin.
Hello.
And Gareth.
Hi.
Who's a bit broken today.
Shut
Had a couple of beers at the Blink concert and now he's all hungover and sad.
Talk about that later.
Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah. What, me being hungover? I'll give you an in-depth understanding of how I feel right now.
So we are back once again to talk about, this time we're talking about, I don't know why I said talk twice. We'll talk about, three times. We are speaking of...
one more time.
Conversing. We're here
you fuck yourself there, because all you were thinking is, I must not say it again.
Yeah, we're here to do the whole Spider-Man Homecoming thing, because that came out last week.
I feel like it's ages ago I've seen it now.
Yeah, I feel like a lifetime ago now that I've seen it.
I'm going to say it was last week.
Okay.
Well, it was last week for us. By the time I put this podcast out, it was 2 weeks ago. But that's how
That's how we work.
That's how
on
we
the
work.
cutting edge of
Delays. We like to keep you waiting, but to the point where you don't really care about our opinions
well,
anymore.
Badger does.
And then we throw them in your face.
Badger does. Some of us made sure to go see it at an early time.
I went to see it when it was 2 for 1 meerkat. It's fine. I got fucking...
You got broke, bitch.
Yeah. I haven't got £11 to see a Spider-Man. I only had £5.50 to see a Spider-Man. Anyway.
Did you watch it in 2D, 3D?
Yeah, I don't go to 3D IMAX unless it's something I really super hyped.
I said we saw it in 2D, but it's a movie which is fine in 2D. It's unnecessary.
Into it, or?
Huh?
No. We've got plenty we can go around.
We'll back round to this because we like to waffle. Do you want to waffle first, mine?
Yes, I do want to waffle first.
You waffle first. Waffle away, my friend.
Got some game news. As you know, only like 2 snippets at the minute because there's not really much going on.
The summer lull.
The summer lull, indeed. Overwatch, as always. I like to talk about Overwatch.
Yeah. Ooh,
the first league's been established, but instead of having countries, it's city-based. So there's actual teams-based cities, and I think it's the owner of the New England Patriots or something like that. He's one of the people spearheading this.
All right.
Hopefully it'll take it into more of a mainstream kind of thing because it's an extremely popular game, obviously.
What's he? What, I don't understand. What do you mean?
What's
he doing?
He's helped promoting it into a full organised sports league.
Oh right, I see.
Yes.
There's also going to be a Netflix series.
I presume there'd already be something like that already in place for this.
I did not know that, but that is good news. The cities that are involved in the Overwatch League
Are they all Americans?
No.
All right.
Strangely enough, they are not all Americans. I seem to have lost. I know it's Seoul, Shanghai, Boston. I think Atlanta, maybe. There's quite a few cities. I've lost the list that I had.
Right.
Sorry, I stand corrected. The cities that are involved now are Boston, Los Angeles, Miami, Orlando, New York, San Francisco, Seoul, and Shanghai.
Oh, so all America, and then
is that based on the best players?
We're missing Japan out of this, obviously, and there's no European teams.
UK.
I find it a bit weird not to have any European I understand it if it was majorly America.
We play games.
We do. Yeah. We normally get knocked out very early in the world tournaments.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's just based on the highest ranking players around the world.
Yeah, but this is something. Hopefully, this is something that will develop, and hopefully, this is something that will come to the UK and things like that.
That is.
The second piece of news that I have is that China the internet company in China is trying to enact safeguards to help parents ease their minds about kids playing too many video games.
Yeah.
And if
you mean cut-off points and stuff like that?
Yeah. So young children can only play an hour of video games.
That's shit.
A day, and it's this very specific game as well. It's called Kingdoms of Honor or something like that.
All right.
And all the children play for 2 hours. It automatically logs you out and times out, and you cannot play past 9 o'clock if you're under a certain age.
I think that's fine. The curfew is probably a good bet.
Yeah. Wait, is this something you can set up on your console on your computer, or is this something which is
This is PC. This.
Yeah, but you have to set up probably internally on the
is it a program they've set up, or is any kid who's playing the game all of a sudden just cuts out?
It's part of the registration.
Ask for ID.
It's part of the registration process when they set up their account, put their age in and everything like that.
Yeah, so you do when you get parents get inset, and you set it up, don't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But also obviously there'll be ways around it. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying
I think it's like
just
I agree with the curfew because if you I don't know fucking 10.
Yeah, there's not worse than that. It'd be great for older gamers to know there's a time when they won't have a lot of squeakers on.
Yeah.
Who are just like screaming at them.
Same time though, with being online gaming, that won't really make an effect unless you're just playing within your country because obviously time zones. So you
tend to find that they will play at similar time zones and similar times anyway, and because of the localization of a lot of games, they will end up playing together.
I think like the only thing is like if you to put a time curfew on it. Say for example, you put like a time curfew on like fucking Skyrim, an hour. Like if you just start playing the game,
that's walk to the next town.
That's like create your character. You don't have to create your character. You get locked out. Son of a bitch.
Does it at least like automatically save your progress, or is it just like if you're not timing yourself, you just fucked it?
It's taken me 50 years to create my character.
Well, now when I was growing up, my mum and dad were I was in the kind of family where it was like you play video games for an hour, and then you come downstairs and you spend time with the family rather than being sat in your room all the time. And I know that's changed a lot over the years. A lot of people don't do that with kids.
Well, I didn't have a TV in my bedroom until I was like late teenager, and I bought my own. Like my parents never bought me a TV for my room. The only game console was a family game console, was kept in the living room.
That's why I was like, I didn't have a TV till I was about 15 or something. So.
I remember the only thing I could afford was like a sweet like TV video combo. I got a cash gen.
Probably about 12 inches.
Yeah, DVDs had been out for years at this point as well. But, like,
so I remember getting my first TV and like the only thing I ever used it for was like I'd like watch stuff on it, but then mostly when my parents bed I'd just watch Eurotrash.
They find us, etc.
I had a freeview box, but I was only allowed to play on my games for a certain length of time. After that, I could stay in my room and watch television.
Yeah.
Which,
I think it's fine. I think that's better because, like, I don't know, because it's different today, isn't it? Because, like, kids can just literally just sit in the room all night till 1 o'clock in the morning playing games and stuff.
Well, no, they can sit with their families looking at the most fucked up shit in the world on their phones, like, and going around them, like.
Again, it's down to parents to police their own children and stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
I know someone who used to work in game and would refuse to sell something like Grand Theft Auto to a mum who was with a child. Like if he said like, "Oh, I want to buy this video game," and he'd say, "Is it for the child?" And she'd say, "Yeah," and he'd go,
"Well, yeah, because it's not. It's like an 18 game. He's not 18, so."
Yeah. So, but legally, she's entitled to buy it, but he wouldn't sell it on his own.
That's understandable. I know in like America, that's in like with films, they have R-rated, and that means anyone can see that film as long as you're with an adult. Well, here you have to be 18 to go see an 18 film.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that process.
I mean, same time, like obviously you can just see all this shit on the phone anyway, but it's better to have the option to kind of censor these things. So, anyway,
moving on. That's about it. Me for game news.
Old men opinions.
Yeah,
we're not
those young whippersnappers.
Damn kids!
They ain't too much Xbox.
Talking about advice on how to like police your child. We don't have children. We are not.
Yeah, but maybe as someone who plays online games, I don't want to end up stuck playing Battlefield with a bunch of kids. So Overwatch, who are screaming little tweakers.
It's one of the things that's like I don't play online games, but that's because like. Everyone who does play online games is vastly better than I am, and it's more hurtful when that person's half your fucking age.
Not be playing with me, mate.
I found like the longer I've been playing video games, the less I play online games with random people. I always buy games that my friends are buying. We play them together because
that's better.
Because we all fucking hate, and we go in our own party where no one else but us can hear it.
That's the point. I think like if you're gonna play a game, you should play with your mates really. And obviously back in the day, it'd be you get a fighter game, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And get your mates round. But now it's obviously online, so that's the thing that I think my bad experience with online gaming is like I've never played the same game that everyone else is playing. So when I want to go online, like I want to play Gears of War, it's like no one played that in 10 years, badge. Gears of War, yeah? Anybody?
Horde mode? Anyone?
Sonic? You can't play that online, badge. Sonic?
Yeah, so that's about it for game news at the minute.
Yeah.
Not really much. I mean, there's a couple of things. Sega have started doing their free ports.
Oh, they started doing that now?
Yeah.
What is that?
Or it's on the way. I'm sure some people, I think one of my band members was trying to play Sonic today, but it required an internet connection.
Well, yeah, they all do, don't they?
Yeah, you have to log into a server to play the games, which I suppose. But I'm not a big fan of always online at the best of times.
No. I just tried that Futurama game. Have you seen that?
Oh, the mobile game.
Yeah,
I've not got it yet. I keep meaning to.
No, it's looking like because it's advertised.
This is just one of those microtransaction games.
Basically, but like what they've done is I'm saying that we're not doing any more episodes, but if you buy this game, you play it, you'll see new like scenes, and it's basically like new episodes inside this game.
Really?
Yeah, essentially. So it's like it's got new content. And as soon as you start the game, we've got like a minute long like bit of like the show essentially, and then it kind of goes into the game. But then it's like just the typical kind of like click, do this, wait 20 minutes.
It's like tapped out.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that
But that's things like
But it's
as much as I love Futurama and I want to see new footage, I can't do that.
I probably will. I've got nothing really to do with my time.
Yeah. I don't have anything to do with my time, but I just can't do that. It's so fucking boring.
Retract my Overwatch thing, but it was a fake trailer, unfortunately.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I've always wanted a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, it would work as like perfectly to be a nice little anime series.
I think it only worked for maybe an older audience. And it'll only work for a certain time.
I know. I think that as a cartoon would be extremely accessible to.
I think it's just the kids. I just don't think kids are into it that much. Where it's like you don't see kids running around.
Yeah, but honestly, I could see with the characters which are in the game.
This would be the platform to launch it from to get a younger audience.
Yeah.
And with the characters who are in the games, the characters lend themselves perfectly.
I think it's just one of those things. It's not going to be like a thing where it's like it's not a massive craze. So it's not like Pokemon, which is a massive craze.
Yeah, the only thing is there'd be a lot less shooting in it.
That's what I mean.
If they want to make it a proper kids.
Yeah, there's no point without a shooter game. There's not.
Yeah, I see your point.
So
it's like making Doom, but it gives everyone flowers instead.
Like the Doom movie?
Instead of ripping their organs out. Oh god, we don't talk about that.
Cracking film.
It's on Netflix. I might watch it.
Do it. Waste that part of your life. I fucking dare you.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in it.
I remember that film.
Simplified, motherfucker. Get out. Dwayne The Rock
I remember that film feeling like it was a hell of a lot longer than it actually was. I remember just like, I think that this should end now.
I remember going into that. Obviously, Doom fanboy. I remember going into that thinking, this is always what I've wanted. I've heard about this first-person shooter scene and all that.
That was good. I like the first-person
shooter scene. That was the only good bit in the entire film. It was literally about 3 minutes long.
It's good.
No, you don't have to suffer for it again until they make another one.
Did either of you ever watch Hardcore Henry again?
Yes!
No,
I love that film.
I didn't. I just assumed it'd give me motion sickness.
Yeah,
they probably will. If you
we talked about it on an episode once.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
no, fair enough.
It's a very good film.
Was it good?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Go back and listen to that episode.
No.
Gareth doesn't listen to the podcast.
You only do because you edit them.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, my friend. Anyway, that's it for games?
That's it for games.
Cool beans.
Games.
As with games, the movie scene's a bit slow at the moment because you're getting most of the summer blockbusters come out now, I think.
Think so, yeah.
Does the Fast and Furious come out? Is that a new one come out yet?
Yeah, the Fate of the Furious came and gone now.
No one talks about it, which is good.
Nobody cares.
It did really well.
Oh, yeah. Well,
they always do.
Grossing film.
They'll always do really well because I just fucking people. It's a summer blockbuster, so people will just go see it.
People fucking love those Fast and Furious films, man.
It wasn't all I've really heard from. There was a bit of animosity on the stage between Vin Diesel and The Rock, was it?
Probably.
I can't remember. There's a bit of animosity on the stage between two of the
I'm the best muscly bald guy. I'm the best muscly bald guy.
We all know that The Rock is the best muscly bald guy.
It is true. He's one of the best people. He just wins.
I mean, I like Vin Diesel, but
Vin Diesel is Groot, though.
He is the Pepsi to The Rock Coca-Cola.
What's Jason Statham, man?
Like Dr. Pepper?
Just shit. Fucking Dan Lyon Burdock or something like that.
I love Dan Lyon Burdock.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't fail about it.
Tizer? Do people like Tizer?
I don't mind Tizer.
Lilt.
Lilt's
good.
So I think it's bad. Alright, okay.
Fanta Fruit Twist. Nobody likes
I
that.
like Fanta
You
Fruit
shitting me? Fanta Fruit Twist was the one.
Fucking no, the lemon one's far better.
No, you're wrong, mate.
Twist, mate.
You're living in this weird bubble. You think Fanta Fruit Twist is the worst?
No.
Bullshit, man. Fruit Twist beats orange.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yes.
Fruit Twist, orange, lemon.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Backwards.
Yeah, no. We're correct.
I'm starting a poll on the internet.
Tell us what you think. Leave a comment. Tell us what your favourite Fanta is. They're the important issues, guys.
That's just true. We'll just have a fizzy drink podcast.
I mean, I could talk for hours off fizzy drink.
I'm currently enjoying a Monster beverage.
I had my very first Arizona iced tea today.
Not very
fucking delicious.
Was it?
Good, yeah.
I don't like it.
I
had a glass bottle of bar cola.
Oh, things in glass bottles are so much better.
Yeah, it is.
I miss glass bottles.
They do all of them at that shop.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm going to get my arse around to that shop.
Get your ass around there.
I will.
Yeah.
Not right now, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, okay.
Afterwards, maybe. We'll see.
Is
Anyway.
it because it's out of glass? Because if it is, like, if you just got like a can of Coke and then poured it into a glass, does that Coke then taste better?
That's not the same,
No,
because
it's not
the
the same
Coke
at all.
is then compromised. Cause you've
It's compromised.
You've got containers.
It's been oxygenated.
Yeah. Okay, the best way to drink a soft beverage is out of a glass bottle, the small glass bottles, then a can, and then probably out of a glass. Or no, draft.
And then out your own hand.
And then, and then out of your butt. And then from the carcass of a dead child. Sorry.
I want to see how far you go with this. Don't talk yet, guys. Let it go. I want to see where this goes.
Let's see how deep this hole goes. What about Shoe?
Very deep. I wouldn't really
Drink some Baileys out, Shoe.
Oh, Baileys, maybe. I might have booze reference there. So, only like 12 years too late, but alright. Anyway.
It's relevant if you watched it recently.
It's not relevant, is it?
No one's watched my boots recently.
True.
That's true. So yes, as I was saying, movie news is slow because we're coming up to.
That's why we're talking about pop.
Because we're coming obviously next weekend. I believe is San Diego Comic Con when all the trailers come out.
San Diego.
All the trailers. But we've had a couple. Pick one.
Dark Tower.
Yeah.
Up to that.
We had a trailer for Dark Tower this week. When this was announced, it sounded pretty interesting though. Can't remember his name now.
All
right.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he's out of like
All right.
But he looks pretty good.
Have you seen Dazed and Confused?
No.
Yes, I have, but I was very drunk.
Right, because that's what I found really weird. It's just like everyone knows that fucking quote, but haven't seen the film it's from.
That's the only reason he's famous, presumably, for that one thing he said that one time.
That's what I like about college girls.
But yeah,
I get older, they stay the same age.
Yeah. It's nice to like a new Stephen King, isn't it?
It is, yeah, which is worrying. Holy shit, it's came and gone.
It is coming out in September.
What is?
It.
What is?
It.
What is?
It is.
Oh, okay.
But it's
I'll just have to wait and see then, I suppose.
I haven't read Dark Tower, I don't know. I'm sure the book was good. But
It's a book.
Yeah, I don't read books.
But when it comes to Stephen King, it's like touch and go whether you're actually going to get a good film or not.
I just feel like the thing we've not had one or a good one for a while.
Yeah.
And this one, you've got Idris Elba's pretty doesn't do shit, does he?
No. And Bonnie is Matthew McConaughey. Like he's being Sam Villain though.
Yeah, looks cool.
It's the kid I'm worried about.
Yeah.
How annoying will that kid end up being?
I can't remember that time as an annoying child in a film.
And also because it's Idris Elba's character coming into our world, it instantly just made me think if he'll end up being like fucking like Last Action Hero.
The thing is, like,
Yes, I totally agree.
I presume that's the actual premise for the book. Then, not as no one read this book and know anything about it.
No,
I said no.
I only read Discworld.
Yeah, good
Trashy
series.
science fiction.
Yeah. We should really research these things before we start talking about them.
No,
These why our
you need to change
opinions.
the name of the podcast.
These are why our opinions are unqualified.
It's like you've thought to the title.
Like I did.
Yeah, we can't get good. Right?
Yeah, looks alright though.
Yeah, I quite liking all the little action he does with like reloading his gun, all
Yeah,
the
I
fancy
like
shit
the
he does with that. I can't wait to see they've shown the ones there, and hopefully like the coolest one, like the best gunfight and the coolest bits will be in the film rather than the trailer.
I like the end of the trailer where he shoots that guy. Like he's not looking, the guy's running away, and he shoots him through like some laundry and then through a house. They got quite far away, and then he managed to get in the back of the head. But then I just feel like it looks cool, but he looks up to where he's shot. So it's like he's not entirely sure that he shot him. It's like you self-doubt yourself, like Idris.
Maybe he just wants to prove how super cool he is. He just wants to double check that he killed him.
He just won't look down the camera, does he? Cool effects.
Good direction.
Yeah, good direction. So yeah, that is coming out. It's not too long away though, actually. I've got my list of release dates. Let me scroll.
You fancying it? I fancy it.
I do.
I've got it. 4th of August. Oh, so I mean, 2 weeks away.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, go watch that.
I'll watch that.
We've got Valerian then as well.
Valerian.
What's the subtitle to that?
Valerian and the City of the... Ooh, and then it stopped because it's a stupidly long title. Oh God, I can't even find the full title. Oh, the City of 1,000 Planets. I mean, I don't think you can fit 1,000 planets in one city. Just saying.
I mean, this is probably an adaptation of something as well, I'm guessing, is it?
Yeah, everything is. Nothing's original.
There are no more ideas left.
The world has run out of ideas.
But this film's going to go either fucking amazing.
For me-
It's going to be the new Star Wars, or it's going to be fucking terrible.
You mean like what's it called? Supposed to be Jupiter Ascending?
Yeah.
No. That was Doomday because L. Ron Hubbard fucking.
I just
story.
feel.
Well, the man who brought you a Battlefield Earth. Right?
And Scientology.
You know what it was actually? I remember now because I remember speaking about this in a podcast a long time ago, and it kind of just came out from nowhere, and then I didn't really see anything from it. But yeah, it's from the same guy who did Fifth Element.
Ooh.
So that's why I piqued my interest when it first happened.
Oh, actually, yeah, you did too. So when we were watching it, that it popped up the bed, you were like, ooh.
But yeah, it's the guy with Fifth Element. But then it's like two things make me question it. One, the cast. So you've got the guy who was the Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man 2,
Yes.
who I fucking hated. Then you got the woman who was Enchantress in Suicide Squad, who I fucking hated. And also Rihanna.
Oh, yeah.
That well-known, renowned actress, Rihanna.
Riri's going to be in there.
Yeah, good old Riri. But the thing is, like, now they've got, like, some, like, alright celebs, and then you've got, like, this musical person. It just sounds a bit like they're kind of remaking the Fifth Element, but in a really weird way.
Oh, don't ruin the Fifth Element for me.
I just feel like Rihanna's going to be like Chris Tucker's cousin or something from the Fifth Element.
Ruby Ra.
I do love the Fifth Element.
I just remember.
Is it? It's not based. Go on.
I was going to say, I need to look up the name of the movie, but do you remember the trailer for that comedy?
With
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, with the NASCAR race, Redneck.
Oh, yeah.
Something called, wasn't it? Redneck.
I'll find out now, but that looks fucking hilarious.
Tallahassee Nights, Mark 2.
And it's such a random group because you've got Daniel Craig, Channing Tatum, and Kylo Ren, who I don't know the actor's name.
That's good. I am incarcerated.
Rated.
Someone else was in that, but they barely featured in the trailer. I can't remember who it was now.
Yeah, that looked really good.
From the guys who brought you Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, and Magic Mike.
What's it called?
I'm looking at them. Give me a break.
I feel like they put.
I know an internet very well.
I feel like I should have remembered it. It was that good.
See, I remember
I dreamt
Logan Lucky.
I remember the title popping up and me thinking, I won't remember that.
It's Logan Lucky.
Logan Lucky, that's it. Yeah, brilliant.
Logan wasn't that lucky though, was it? He died at the end.
Wolverine jokes. Spoilers.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Oh, that's it. Seth MacFarlane's in it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, the creator of Family Guy. I was like, I saw his name and like the actor's name, so I was like, I don't remember seeing him in the trailer at all. But presume maybe he's in like a load of makeup and stuff, like rednecked out to fuck, so maybe he's not recognisable.
He actually plays a car.
Does he?
No, of course not.
Is this Cars 3?
Monster Truck the movie 2.
Also, the guy who plays the Winter Soldiers in it, Sebastian Stan.
I probably will go watch that film. I imagine that's going to be a lot better than
Holy shit, there he is.
I think it's not.
the trailer.
So, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think he. Yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily something I'll go watch at the cinema, but I probably will watch it when it comes around on Netflix or something.
Yeah. Daniel Craig just looks fucking brilliant today as well.
I'm just not big on like.
It's one of them films for me where if I fancy going watching a film in like afternoon after work or something.
I've just got a thing about films that are too involving with cars. I don't know what it is. But it's like loads of racing.
I don't think
cars.
the whole premise is. I think it's
Well, no, it's like
heist movie.
It's a heist movie.
It's like Ocean's 11 isn't about the people in the casino. It's about them robbing the place.
Yeah, I know for that.
I think it's going to be similar. It's going to be set there. It's not going to be over the top.
Yeah.
Involved in it. As long as I don't have a 20-minute race scene in it, I'm not too bad.
Talladega Nights was good.
Yeah, Talladega Nights was good.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
Is that the Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Sacha Baron Cohen and John C. Reilly.
There is a lot. I've noticed, like, obviously, like, I post a lot of GIFs.
Really?
And,
what's a GIF?
I'll send you about 500 now.
Okay, excellent.
Like an average day.
Yeah.
And I've noticed they're popping up on the trendings a lot. Recently, the Tallahassee Nights, it's the
Talladega.
The Talladega.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
What do I do with these? My hands, I don't know.
I don't want to do my hands while
It's raising them slowly.
Put your hands out.
So it's something I've never seen, but I've noticed it trending recently.
It's worth watching. I wouldn't mind watching that. I haven't seen that for years, and I used to really quite like it. Back when I used to think Will Ferrell was funny, and now it's gone now. That's absolutely gone. It's like Adam Sandler. I remember when he was funny. Not anymore.
Elf ruined.
Huh?
Elf ruined.
How was his first big film?
Just fucking.
How did that?
It wasn't the first film I saw. I didn't see that film for fucking years. I saw him in so much other stuff. I thought he was great in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I thought he was great in Step Brothers, but
Anchorman, did you...
Anchorman, yeah.
Like the first Anchorman was... I've
alright.
never quoted a film so much before in my life.
We are laughing. It's such a good film.
Yeah.
Both of them hold up really well, the Anchorman.
That's like
One? Really?
Yeah, I like both of them.
Yeah,
I did not like the second one.
2 was alright.
I remember, I really enjoyed the fight scene, just how ridiculous it was, so they did it once again. But besides that, I did you fight a shark at one point?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of stuff I can remember about
it.
it.
With him fighting a shark. Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, Elf ruined Will Ferrell for me.
I love Elf.
No,
I thought Elf was
I
brilliant.
don't like Christmas. So.
There you go. What else coming up? We got War for the Planet of the Apes.
I do want to see that.
Are we still doing this?
Yeah.
It's got Woody Harrelson in it, man.
You
It's
think
gonna be mint.
it's not going to end though?
Yeah,
'cause-
Woody Harrelson's fucking cool.
He looks badass in that.
What was the first one?
Just
Dawn.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the
So
Apes.
then they're going to do Planet of the Apes, presumably.
No, this is probably going to be
No,
They're not going to remake. You said they're not going to remake Planet of the Apes.
Oh, no, they will, but of this, like,
Yeah,
trilogy
well,
of this.
what's the
But no,
point?
that's- I mean,
there's
that's
no
the-
point. There's no point to it whatsoever because the original like big twist of Planet of the Apes is that he ends up on this world
Yeah.
where it's controlled by apes, and then he discovers that it was Earth.
Have you never heard of a reimagining before?
You cannot do anything with a film Planet of the Apes whatsoever. If you went to that point where someone comes back from space.
The thing is, at the same time, though, because it's the point of all these remakes and the reboots is that they're doing it for the new generation. So a lot of kids will not have watched or will watch the original Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, they're quite hard to watch.
So they'd probably just make a new version.
You damn dirty apes.
Bet probably won't say that.
Have you ever watched any of the original Planet of the Apes films?
I don't know.
With Charlton Heston?
No.
I like the original Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I never watched them as a kid. I tried to watch them as an adult.
And then they ruined it for me with a shitty reboot.
Which what, Tim Burton one?
Just this fucking.
Oh yeah, they already did it, didn't they?
Yeah. This is the
Oh no, that one was better than this
Oh,
fucking.
fuck
film.
off.
Yes, it fucking was.
fuck off.
The reason I fucking hate these films, and I'll tell you now, is because it's just like it's like all zombie films and stuff like that. It's just fucking stupid. If a virus got that out of control that quickly, any sensible government would nuke its own city.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
No, they always wait for it to get really bad to the point where there's no return, and then they nuke the cities.
What's the
But don't nuke the cities because it's full of zombies. Save the zombies, man. Zombies are people too.
You know, the things about zombie films, you have to assume that the people don't know what zombies are.
Yeah, that's the trend in modern day zombie films in air quotes.
Yeah,
they don't
call
call them zombies.
Well, that's why in Walking Dead they call them walkers.
rotters. Well, a bunch of
Because
rotters.
Because the whole premise of like Walking Dead is that like there was no zombie films, there was no the zombie. This is literally a very new.
I think the only thing I've watched in like the last couple of years that like zombie rated that actually call them zombies is iZombie.
Yeah,
everything else is all like
they're very aware of what a fucking zombie is. Like, so.
Yeah. But yeah, Boo Planet of the Apes. Boo you.
Boo Planet of the Apes. I'm not going watching that.
Also,
I don't think, because the only time I'm going to go cinema now will be to see Baby Driver, but I do want to see Wolf.
Or you can wait until July the 28th and you can go see the Emoji Movie.
Oh,
and set your eyes on fire,
Christ.
surely.
No, I've already seen the Angry Birds movie. I've already been forced to watch the Angry Birds movie, and what else did I watch? It was absolutely terrible. But no, I'm not going watching that. I've not seen Zootopia yet, though.
Zootopia's alright.
It's alright.
Yeah, I fancy that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was alright. I was going to say there's another one, that Secret Life of Pets, which is fucking terrible.
Is it?
It's
not great.
awful.
I've
Do
literally.
you know how fun that trailer looks? That trailer is the first 10 minutes of the film, and then the rest of it is
the thing is, the cast
fucking shit.
The cast isn't too bad either. You got Amy Cole, who's pretty good. But yeah, it's just not very.
Someone said to me I'd like it, and I said why? I said there's System of a Downer in it.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's in the trailer. It's in the first 10
And
minutes.
I'm just like, I don't.
That's probably
that doesn't make a film for me.
Yeah, that's probably the only funny part of the film. Yeah.
But the trailer is a funny part of the film.
Got a talking cat in it. That's probably up your street more than System of a Down is.
I mean, my cat talks a lot anyway. So.
That would work.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Zootopia was good, but it's just another very heavy-handed, like, sort of heavy-handed, bloody hell words. Back.
I just had a drink last night.
I know, I can't do this. All the fucking somewhat hidden meanings, like how you heard Inside Out was all about fucking depression and mental state, and this was all about sort of just everyone's equal and race and whatnot. So.
I think that's the thing with like Pixar. They try and do different, like not mottos, messages.
Allegories.
Yeah, whatever.
What is the next
And
Pixar movie? Oh, so it's Cars, I guess. That's Pixar.
Cars 3 just came out,
Yeah.
or is coming out. Is that Coco? I think that's Disney though. Yeah, Coco,
Have you
Disney.
seen the mad theory about the extended timeline of the Pixar movies?
Oh, they're all in the same...
It's in the same
yeah.
universe, because by and large are in nearly every single Pixar movie since.
What?
But there's a company called By and Large,
Oh, right.
and they appear a lot. And
Like the pizza van.
yeah, it's theorised that Cars is the last out of the lot. Like
I would have presumed Wall-E was the last out of the lot.
no, could be.
No, because the world has to be overrun by cars first.
Yeah, because if fucking the humans came back, all the cars would be like, "The fuck are you doing?"
But so hang on though, but some of the films, I can't think of an example now, but there's been like characters like Wall-E in it as a toy. Like a plushie sort of thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
maybe there's even then some of the Pixar films are actual films in Pixar films.
I think it's just like these people from because they're like
It's all theory.
it's just Easter eggs in it.
Yeah.
But then there's just obviously
It's like
people
a fucking ball
we
from
want
Toy
an
Story,
extended
isn't it?
universe too because extended universe is cool now.
Yeah,
So
I can completely agree with that. I think it's just people looking into things and making their own assumption, and whatever seems like the most logical tends to.
No, I've seen
override
they're
it
trying to do. Someone was trying to do. I watched this video the other week. Someone was trying to do it with all the Disney films.
Belle gets her head cut off in the French Revolution.
Yeah, I know. I believe your theory. It's fine.
The best theory.
Speaking of Disney, might as well.
Go on.
They've officially cast Will Smith as the genie in the live-action version of Aladdin.
Oh, please don't. Please leave it alone.
Would you not feel better though? They do this live-action version and they finally correct that loophole that you hate so much.
Yep. I want him basically to be walking through the Cave of Wonders, see the rug, about to put his foot in it, stop and go, best not touch anything but the lamp, and jump over the rug, and I'll be happy.
Thanks, Martin Robinson.
Yeah, and then for whoever's playing the lead to turn around and go, that's for you, Martin. That's all I want.
Just the director to pop up in the bottom corner, just like, hey.
Just give Disney a ring. I'm pretty sure they'll say
And on the credits, best idea for closing a plot hole loop by Martin Robinson.
He does what he wants.
This is live action, yeah?
Yeah. As I think like.
So actually, this could be quite interesting. So, are they going to do a genie where he looks like Will Smith, or is he just going to be a completely bizarre looking one? He's just
they'll CGI.
I think definitely CGI.
Oh yeah, it's going to be like Jungle Book.
I mean,
what's the other one they were going to do? Or have them?
They've done Jungle Book, Cinderella.
Beauty and the Beast. That was the other one, isn't it?
I think it's there's CGI the shit out of it. There's no other way around it, really.
Yeah.
So
I'm so happy. To be honest, like. I do like the old school animatronics and everything like that in like live action films, but CGI is coming to. I think CGI is finally hitting that point now where it's out of the uncanny valley and it looks extremely good.
As long as you like do it correctly, because like say you spent Beauty and the Beast, and like the Beast did not look pretty decent, I thought.
Yeah.
But then you look at the monster from Suicide Squad, it looks shocking.
Yeah.
So it can go either way, mate.
Yeah, it can.
So We'll keep rolling with what's coming out. Because there's not a lot coming up, but Kingsman, if you like the Kingsman sequel.
I've never seen the Kingsman.
Oh, it's good. Really good film.
It's really good.
Everyone keeps saying that to me. I honestly, I keep seeing like it pop up. I'm like, I must watch that film at some point. And I literally need a film to watch.
I meant to.
Anyway.
Watch it. It's good.
I'll watch it tonight.
It's not what I was expecting.
No, it's not. I think that's what did so
it's
well.
more funny than anything is.
Yeah.
So
It's Samuel Jackson's brilliant in it as well.
Yeah, okay.
I think everyone, the cast is great.
it's a good cast. But yeah, the Kingsman, the Golden Circle is coming out. And then we're into October. Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, God, I forgot.
Yeah.
What I've noticed about this year is there's lots of films coming out, but there's not loads, there's quite a few, but they're very forgettable that they're coming out this year.
The thing with Blade Runner is I've watched.
I've not seen anyone particularly excited about it.
No, but I'm a massive fan of the original. I love the director's cut. It's one of my favourite films ever, and it's it's mostly the questions that it forces you to ask.
Yeah.
You know, the actual message of it. It's a message about life and creation and things like that. And I thoroughly enjoy that film. And it's just another one that I just hope they don't ruin for me. The bad guy in it, Roy, we call. He's one of the best villains of all time for me.
There is.
Yeah, and
I've not seen
it's Roy. You've never seen Blade Runner?
No.
Have you got a spare 4 hours after this?
Probably. Also,
to watch all different versions of it.
No, to watch the director's cut.
do you remember that series of films that got really bad over time called Saw?
No, the one that started off terrible.
No, I got
That was
it.
alright.
Yeah,
First, second was bearable, and then they just got really shit.
yeah,
after that.
I watched them all.
But they're digging that one out of the fucking closet again.
Yeah, really bugged me that. Fucked up my box set.
Jigsaw. Yeah, I'm not bothered about that.
Please stop.
I'll have to see
Yeah,
it.
it is Roy.
Roy. On Coronation Street.
Yeah,
Roy's rolls.
Roy Cropper shows up and causes a load of hassle in the
With
future.
his rolls.
Yeah. He's just lobbing fucking bread rolls at people's heads. He's like, fuck off!
It's very out of character for him, to be fair. Yeah, then into November, we've got Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, watch that.
Yeah, looking good.
Fucking have to, don't we?
I'm already committed to this. Is Kat Dennings in this one? Is Kat Dennings in this one? Have a check. I need to know.
Okay.
Because, you know, there's no other point in going watching that film otherwise. Come on, I need to know.
Kate Blanchett's in it.
That's pretty good.
I don't think she's in it. Though.
And Ulk.
What's the fucking point in it then?
What was it? Was she?
Kat Dennings?
Yeah.
The little one with the dark hair
Oh!
and the big eyes and the beautiful smile
Yeah.
and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't,
Action.
because he's totally off world. So it's not, there's no Earth involved. I don't think. Oh no, sorry, that's a complete fucking lie. Because he comes to Earth to talk to Doctor Strange. I'm sorry, I was completely involved in that one. But all he's hanging out with what's her face? His missus.
Natalie Portman?
Yeah, she's not in it.
But she wasn't in Dark World. Oh no, sorry, she was.
She's
Yeah.
a fucking major part of that
In
world.
fact, she was mostly in Dark World.
But no, I don't think she's going to be in it. So it's a lot of it's going to be off world, I think. But
Okay.
there's some.
I'm looking forward to seeing Doctor Strange in something again.
Yeah.
He's in this and he's in Infinity War.
With every fucker else.
Just give us Infinity
Everybody.
War. What do you think can be a better thing? Justice League or Infinity War? If you can only choose to watch one, what would you watch?
Oh,
I mean, I really, really, really want to see Justice League, but we have been waiting for like 10 years for this fucking Infinity War payoff, so I can't not see that film.
It better be it. It's
Fucking-
gonna have
Because
to
Thanos
be.
is finally going to do it himself. He threatened to do it 5 years ago. Now he's going to finally.
That film.
And he said
is-
also at the end of the film, he said like, "I'll take care of this myself." But then it's looking out, he's got his like little troop of like I can't remember what they're called. He's got his like own little henchmen, like a gang of henchmen. So he's not doing it by himself. All he's got a load of help.
The thing
Oh,
is,
little bastard.
the Infinity War film, the way it's been piled up at the minute, with all the characters going to make it, gonna have to be at least like 3.5 hours.
I think it'd probably be. We're going to they've got that other Avengers film because Avengers was going to be 2 parts, and then it's like they've changed it to just Infinity War and then the untitled Avengers film. So there's probably just be like probably 2.5 hours, and then it'll end on some like a cliffhanger, and then it'll go to the next Avengers film. But in the meantime, after that, you've got like
Otherwise, you will literally have to have like points where there's people just getting cameos. Like you'll just see Ant-Man just appear and like, you know,
I'm here.
hey, it's me, Ant-Man. And
I
then
presume it'd be
jump on
like
the screen.
they'll just obviously have to do it in like teams. So you get like one team, and then you get another team.
I want Deadpool in it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Tough.
You probably would never get Deadpool.
It's not happening. I know.
It's a completely different studio, that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fox. So yeah, Fox.
Literally just have him in for 2 minutes. Like at the end of the film, like the post-credit scene after everything's been resolved, just have Deadpool like showing from going, I'm here. It's like,
He just walks through. It looks obviously like the first Avengers film, where it's just a fucking carnage everywhere. Just whatever carnage is created in Infinity War or the whatever the last one's going to be called. Just have Deadpool walking in. It's like, I'm here, guys. Oh shit! Did I miss it? I'm sorry.
Well, the rumour is to bring the Fantastic Four into it.
They don't need more characters.
Please stop.
There's too many fucking people
It's
to
getting
this.
to the point where it's saturated now.
Like, do you think that we could name every single one that's going to be in it?
Well,
Because I don't. I know I'm going to
obviously
forget.
you
So.
can name the ones that are from the films, but apparently there's going to be like 36 characters in total.
There's not enough screen time.
No.
There's
Well, I
not-
think obviously there'll probably be like cameos, like because obviously Captain Marvel's going to be in it probably, but she's not in a movie yet, so she'll probably just like pop up and do a bit and then not really have a major role because she's not in a film or anything. So you get your Iron Man, your Captain America, you get most of the screen time. Then a lot of Guardians, for example.
sick of Iron Man.
I didn't really want him in
He
Spider-Man.
was, yeah, I was just about to say he was far too involved in Spider-Man.
He was barely in it as well.
Which,
I want to roll into the meat.
The
as we
meat.
say.
yes,
Yeah, we'll bounce on into it. That's some more things, but fuck it.
Go on.
No. It's just the Defenders trailer, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah. Me and Gaz were saying we're going to have to watch everything.
It's actually a bit annoying because it looks so fucking good. I was like, I have so much to catch up on.
Yeah. I super enjoyed Jessica Jones. I watched all of that. I've not watched Luke Cage. I didn't watch
From what I've heard, Jessica Jones, well worth watching. Daredevil Series 1, well worth watching.
Yeah.
Second one was shit.
Iron Fist.
Luke Cage was a bit of shit, and this is a bit of shit.
I don't think I know anyone who's watched Iron Fist. Luke Cage didn't really get a lot either. But yeah. Saying that, I don't think anyone really cares besides anything but Daredevil, to be fair.
Yeah, but don't forget Daredevil had his own movie like a while ago.
Well, he was the most well-known sort of character outside of it. So the general public, not the nerds.
To be fair, I didn't even know Jessica Jones was still this.
Yeah, I've no idea. And I still haven't seen it.
No, to be honest, I didn't either. I knew Iron Fist and Luke Cage. I know them quite well.
Yeah.
But I've never really heard much of them.
You know quite well, just from the pub.
Yeah, so I go for a beer with Luke Cage now and then. He's like, I'll be the defender. He's like, it's alright, mate.
It's alright. That happened yet.
And then Iron Fist keep crushing pints with his magic hand, and I'm like, you fucking dolt. Use your other hand.
Speaking of TV shows as well, Game of Thrones season 7 starts on Monday.
Yeah. What book am I up to? There we are. I'm up to A Feast for Crows.
Have you watched any of them yet?
I watched the first series, and then I read the first book, and I was like, one of the proper snubs go, no, this is infinitely better.
I swear the book is better, but at the same time, I just like the TV show.
Yeah,
I don't like to read.
Go for it.
But you go all over it.
Basically, what is season 1? You can just do it in a week with a book.
I couldn't do it with a week in a book. Take me for fucking hours to read one of those books. No, I'm just looking forward to it because finally get some shit actually happening.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I fell out with Game of Thrones. It just seems to you get this promise of action, and then it's something will happen. It's but
when we first started watching, it's just waiting for 3 or 4 seasons just to see a fucking dragon or something. Fuck's sake, mate.
It's like South Park do a great job of taking the piss out of that.
Yeah, they do.
So it's like, where's the dragons and where's the fucking zombies? Like, they're coming, don't worry, they're coming.
They're coming. They came in season 6.
Like, the last season was the best season.
So
it was fucking brilliant. And that's
because they did I think season 5 was just so fucking, that was just talking.
Yeah.
All the way through that until the last episode when stuff kind of happened.
Yeah. I think it is worth it. Like, it wasn't the strongest season because it was a lot less action, but it set up everything which you then got to see in the last season, which was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it was good.
So it had a purpose at least. It didn't feel like just filler.
All filler, no killer.
All killer, no filler.
Whatever.
It wasn't just half hour.
Spider-Man!
Unless you were making a funny, twisty joke about the Game of Thrones, first few seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was.
Nice one, bro.
Whatever you want.
Meat.
Yeah, the meat. So, Spider-Man Homecoming came out last week for us, 2 weeks ago for you, the listener. Initial thoughts?
Awesome.
Saw them.
It was alright,
It was alright, yeah. I'll tell you, it was a good film, but my thing with Marvel films at the moment, because this is it's a Sony-owned franchise now. What do you call it, franchise?
Yeah.
But Marvel Studios made it, essentially. And my problem with Marvel Studios at the moment is just I'm starting to get a feel of, it's just the same layout of every film.
You can tell that they're very...
start, and you get to the characters, and all these jokes, and then there's the middle bit where he's kind of humble.
They do just follow the typical formula of call to adventure with these opening films for characters.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I refuse to answer a literal call to adventure.
It's just a call to adventure kind of thing, and it plays out well enough. And then it tends to be the second film tends to be a bit more character central and more around them rather than just you need to know how this person goes from being this to being awesome. And then the second film, they can just be awesome all the way through.
What I liked about this one is obviously it's a Spider-Man film, it's a reboot, but we didn't have to fucking see Uncle Ben die again. And it wasn't even barely, I don't think it was mentioned at all. Just at one point he's talking to his mate and he goes, Aunt May's gone through that hard time. And that's lit.
Yes.
That's fine, that's enough. We
all know who Spider-Man is, I don't need
to see it.
I
don't understand why, obviously, it's off subject to people when we had Batman vs Superman, we had to see fucking Bruce's parents die again. We know Batman's one of the most famous characters in pop culture.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking knows.
We know you're sad and angry because your parents died, so you
Yeah.
punch poor people.
Yeah. We get it. So it's nice that they skipped over
The
that.
best way they just went about answering or bringing a point across of a bit of an origin, though, was his mate would just be there, ask after he found out he was asking all the stupid questions like, so can you control spiders? Or
Like, no.
How did he get these powers? I was bitten by a spider. Where's the spider? It's dead now.
Yeah, that was absolutely fine. That's all I need.
But like, it's like that. But then he's obviously not been doing it very long because he's just totally fucking awkward. He's just stumbling about all over the shop. And like one of my favourite bits is when he goes to that bank robbery. And obviously they're robbing the bank, so they don't really notice him. He's just kind of stood by the door trying to decide off the
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, because Peter Parker's always meant to be like a young hero, and that is exactly what someone would do. Don't forget, knowing that how nerdy and awkward he is, which they've absolutely done brilliantly in this version compared to the others, and then being that person who knows that you are also secretly super awesome, but still retaining that yourself to the point where he wants to look cool on his entrance kind of thing. He's like that 15-year-old, 16-year-old.
Tom Holland? Easily the best
Peter Parker
version of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I could watch that kid act for days. Like, I fucking loved it. He was such a enjoyable character. Like,
I think the thing is with Spider-Man, because obviously with all the previous films, is you forget that he is a kid because the past is played by like late 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
So like when the film started, he's filming on his phone. Like I found that.
That was brilliant.
I found that a bit annoying.
Oh, I love that, man.
No, because that's what kids.
But that's what I mean. That's the thing is I found that annoying. But then in hindsight, it's like that's what a 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid would be like in that situation.
I thought that was so funny. I really did. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
No, I kind of my only criticism about the whole thing is they basically removed his spider sense and just let him get the shit beat out of him. There was no moment where he dodged something epically. Or
I think this actually came up like this thing about spider sense. Like I think they've left it out. He's not essentially not got it, but they've not used it because the other films hinged on it too much.
Well, that's it. They almost
really
treated
relied on
it
it loads.
when he sort of hacked into his suit. It almost made it so then the voice in his ear was his spider sense.
Yeah. I think as well. Someone was like saying when talking about his new suit. I thought the suit looked fucking mint. Just mainly for the eyes.
Yeah.
The way the eyes move. It's like that kind of suit. You can't get a sense of expression, but because what they do with the eyes, you kind of get like the more kind of like life stuff. So it's really good.
I also like the bit where he got absolutely walloped and then they sort of flick out. And the suit has like a moment and his eyes are going different sizes.
The kids are screaming at him.
Yeah, fucking brilliant.
That was good. But it started thinking.
Also the Ferris Bueller bit as well, because he was doing it, and I'm just like,
you said to me,
and then it popped up on the TV. I'm like, oh,
it is Ferris Bueller. Well, that was a really fantastic nod. That also the intro with the orchestral version of the Spider-Man theme tune. That cool. For me absolutely won me over to the film instantly. Cool. I was like, they've done this right. They've done this right in the most possibly right way possible.
Yeah.
And now it just.
I think it's one of the best times that bit of music's been used. The only other time was that. I can't remember which Spider-Man it was. I think it was probably the Amazing Spider-Man. It was just that weird Asian woman on the street singing it. I always enjoyed that bit from that film.
I also liked how he starts this film as essentially a recruit, a nobody, an intern essentially at the Avengers, and he stood on top of a building looking for crime and someone shouts, "Hey, you're that Spider-Man." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Do a backflip." And he goes, "Okay."
He's calling Happy just and I did this and I saved that.
It's the villain Vulture.
Yeah, baby Michael Keaton.
Fucking brilliant.
So put that man in anything which involves something bird or flight related and he'll nail it.
Did you see the potential sweet Batman reference?
No.
Oh.
Which one?
You know the first Spider-Man's chasing that van down and then Vulture sweeps in and grabs him flies him up into the sky. Yeah. When he drops him, you just see him carrying a bit and he just flies in front of the moon, so his wings are in front of the moon, so that's like a bat signal.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
They set him up perfectly as well, by the way. That opening scene where he was part of the cleanup crew.
Yeah, it's cool to go back to
a very quick.
I like that because
back to the Avengers.
I like it because you go back to the Avengers, so it ties into that universe, and then people know it's like that. But then it was kind of nice to see this kind of thing where it's this massive alien attack happened, and people have to deal with this shit after it, rather than go, the heroes win the day, and then everything's back to normal. No, because the big massive aliens flying across the train station.
It's nice to see the shit getting cleaned up afterwards.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I loved how his technology essentially stems now from Thanos'
Yeah, like the alien race, yeah.
Which goes to show that technology can be adapted and things like that. Which later in the obviously they did it with the Tesseract and things like that in the other film, but hopefully that will play in more now.
I think it came up in it might come up in Agent of Shield or one of the other things where like people using the weapons.
No one watched Agents of
No
Shield.
one's watched it, but I think they've utilised that a lot to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to like the way the Vulture looked was just so fucking awesome. Like Karen, when he was in his suit, just so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I think normally I have a gripe against it because like his relation to the original character is pretty much non-existent except for he wears a Vulture costume.
Yeah.
But
I like it how they proper teched him up. Like the Vulture in the originals was just a bloke with a wingsuit.
Yeah, well, he's like an old guy, but then he's still people's youth.
Yeah, still people's youth, and they kind of went, "That's dumb."
Yeah.
Let's do something else. It was like, you can't just fly around in this suit because you can fly around in this suit with wings. They went, he needs to have a proper thing, and he had them big fucking engines on his wings. But look, just like the sound of them as well. I remember watching them, just that hum they had and everything like that. Really enjoyed that. His suit just looked absolutely perfect. I loved his claws, the big pneumatic claws.
Well, that thing with that design of that character, I felt like it was like kind of a reference to like, because obviously with the Amazing Spider-Man, you had the Rhino in that ridiculously massive suit, and he went to at the end of that film, there's a basement with like a load of armoured suits like the Scorpion and shit. And that was like Sony doing it. It was like, oh well, these people must have massive robot suits to these guys, and it's like Marvel going, don't be a dick, right? just do it like this, and it's like, oh right, yeah, okay. Oh, we don't have to be pricks about it. Okay, let's see what you mean.
It can still look really cool
and make sense.
Yeah. Were you a little bit annoyed at your little Scorpion tease?
Yes, obviously the massive spoilers. Yeah,
we always spoil.
But I really need to see Scorpion in the film. I was hoping for Scorpion in this film. I was at the beginning. I was slightly disappointed that it was going to be Vulture instead of Scorpion out of that group. Yeah. But I kind of think now that they've done Vulture so well, looking forward to Scorpion. I think, to be honest, like because of like the way his technology stems from and things like that, obviously it's going to be the same gear, I imagine. That's going to give Scorpion, if he's in the film.
I think they're just going to keep leading on this. Like,
they'll get rid of the acid. It won't be acid, it'll be lasers that fire out his tail. I'm a firing my laser. And then it'll be super awesome. I know Vulture's kind of like, it's never really a thing, but I was kind of hoping for, because he shows all them weapons that he's got, that he's made, that they've been made, and that one that disintegrates that fella.
Oh yeah,
the Shocker one.
Yeah. I really loved how he had them quilted yellow sleeves as well, like reference to the original. Yeah. I was kind of hoping that Vulture might have a little more in terms of artillery.
I don't think he needs to, because
rather than just a handgun in his glove box of his car.
I think it's just. Well, because he's a normal bloke, isn't he? And he's just like, he's using the suit and the technology to scavenge this technology so he can sell it. So he didn't need the weapons. So obviously when he's in the car, he's not going to pull out a massive alien gun.
Tell you what, this film had a hell of a twist, I didn't see it going.
Oh, the daughter.
Did not see that.
I didn't see.
And even when he opened the door and he was there, I thought, oh, he's taking the family hostage or something.
when like I didn't think of that for the entire film, because she never mentioned, you don't think about our parents, it's not important.
All you know is that he was struggling for money at some
his family,
point,
that's it.
Now he's supporting his family.
I think it's just like, I didn't think of it until like he got to the house and I was like, he's going to open the door, it's going to be the Vulture. And it was. But then it's still like a good twist, because like even though like I've figured out that split second before, that's still too late for it to not be.
One of my favourite parts was it wasn't, he wasn't that stupid super villain thing where he literally like oh right, it's just some kid literally within seconds he works out who Peter Parker is and he starts asking like little questions and he's trying to explain his way out because he fully well knows who Vulture is and he obviously knows that he knows he's Spider-Man. And it's just that bit where he's in the car and he goes, you go inside, I'm going to give him the dad talk. And he pulls that gun out from the thing, just saying, you've got one chance.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that someone like figured that out though, because a lot of the time it's like, oh, who could this superhero be?
Yeah. There's no correlation between him being.
It'll forever be the Clark Kent syndrome. But that's normally the case. It's just like, no, he has glasses. What are you on about? Idiot. Obviously, that's not Superman.
That's good.
No, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the look of the technology as well, like the purple feels like them drop through into things and things like that. And I just thought that aesthetically looking, just everything about the Vulture and Spider-Man, and all the Tony Stark's gear was really good.
Yeah.
So did you guys have a problem with Iron Man's involvement? 'Cause I think it was done quite well, actually.
It was, I mean...
Too heavy for me. There should have been... He needed to be in the scene with the boat where he got cut in half. He needed to be there, basically to give...
Take the suit off him.
Yeah, to take the suit off him, just to further the plot. But I kind of think that Iron Man was in it so well. Robert Downey Jr.'s character was just in it too much.
No, I would disagree with that. I think it was done. I think it could have been done a hell of a lot worse, a lot more.
It could have been done worse. It could have been done worse.
I really did think that the final fight of this would involve him, and it didn't. So
yeah, I was absolutely because you're on that plane and everything,
Yeah.
and it's like crashing. I was thinking, how the fuck is he going to survive this? But it's just that kind of like I was expecting Iron Man to say, if Iron Man had shown up and helped to save the day, I'd have been like, it's not Spider-Man film.
The only thing that bothered me about the whole thing was like, obviously it's just Tony Stark being a bit of a fucking jerk, but it's like telling Spider-Man to just stay local. He's like,
just be a friendly neighbourhood.
No, he says something like Spider-Man says, "Oh, can't the Avengers help?" or something, and he goes, "Oh, it's a bit below their pay grade." It's like, "Oh, are they too good to save people's lives?" No, they're not doing anything. At this moment in time, they're literally not doing anything.
That's a good point. Just like what the fuck is Vision doing right now?
Yeah. I think it's when at the end of when he takes him back to the new Avengers camp. It's like, oh yeah, you room next to the Vision's room. He doesn't like walls and doors or something. It's like, bro, the Vision just sat in this
waiting.
You're doing nothing. It's like oh, there's a boat just like.
Well, this is what I found weird when so he got invited to have a room there and have a place to stay there. It's just like. So is that what they literally do? Just hang out? They got like a break room and shit, you know, they're just hanging out
Who's paying for this shit?
Waiting for Tony Stark to just be like, come on, let's go beat up Captain.
How tiny would Ant-Man's room be?
It's big or small. You can grow big now, can't you? So a bigger room. Who knows?
Or small. Is it more ergonomical to have a smaller room, wouldn't it?
I presume he doesn't actually live there, though, Ant-Man. So he probably wants to be near his kid.
Probably, yeah.
So.
Is Ant-Man an Avenger now?
Yeah. He joined the last Civil War, didn't he?
Yeah, but is he an actual Avenger? I mean, Spider-Man joined the Civil War and he's not an Avenger.
I'm trying to remember the lineup at the end of Civil War. I can't remember who was there.
What, do you want to go through them all
Scarlet
again?
Witch.
Scarlet Witch, Ant-Man, Vision, Black Panther.
Iron Patriot, is he called? No, Black Panther wasn't he's not an Avenger because he's hanging around in Rwanda with
Yeah, you do, yeah. So to be an Avenger, you have to live in Tony's house. Like, well, until your roommates are fucking.
Infinity War's just going to be a load of admin.
It's literally just people there just signing up. Oh, I have to come be an Avenger.
He's just here like, we would have Black Panther, but getting a green card for him would be a fucking nightmare.
We were Trump in power again. Need more British superheroes.
More British superheroes.
Yeah, more British superheroes.
Like
Captain Britain.
I think that's actually a hero.
It is Britain.
Yeah.
It is a hero. Yeah, he's in charge of Excalibur.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler's in Excalibur.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in it briefly in the extended universe.
I thought Captain Britain was DC.
No, he's Marvel.
Oh, no bad. Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, Spider-Man.
Let's do Captain Britain.
Yeah.
And Excalibur.
Because everyone knows those things.
Oh, fuck it. No one knew fucking Doctor Strange was until like a couple
Yeah,
of years
they did.
ago. Not many people.
I think more him than like Black Panther.
That's true.
What do you think about is she hot? Is she not hot, Aunt May?
100% hot. Not how much they tried. They tried putting on like the old lady glasses on her and stuff like that. They tried to make her not hot, but she's just absolutely slamming. And that was my favourite bits at the end as well, where he's parading about in his super suit. Literally, at the end of the film is her catching him.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That was absolutely awesome. I'd made him.
One of the possibly going right to the end, past the credits. Possibly one of the best post-credit scenes was that. Did you watch it? Did you stay right to the end? Captain America's.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll talk about patience.
How many more of these do we have to do?
it's just because it's just like a fucking like you wait for a long time for something, and sometimes that thing doesn't pay off.
Yeah, I think they've realised that it doesn't always have to be serious. It doesn't always have to allude to something.
I think it's because like with this film they can't do like obviously not a lot of the post credit scenes allude to the next film, don't they?
Yeah, there's nothing to do with the Infinity Stone.
But the can't. It's not like I mean, obviously potentially Spider-Man's going to be in Infinity War, but then they've got Thor Ragnarok, and that's officially all Marvel Studios.
I'm looking forward to seeing that suit in Infinity War. He's obviously going to be wearing
it's
it.
going to be.
Is that the Spider-Man Unlimited? Supreme Spider-Man, is that?
Apparently. Well, I mean, that's what people suspect.
Because Tony Stark has made iron suits.
No.
For it, like,
it might be the Iron Spider suit.
No, because the Iron Spider would have, like, fucking big-ass
yeah, but it could come out the back
of it. Yeah.
It would make
I don't want them to go too far away from it though. It's still fine just having him in a nice suit. It looks cool, but it doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to start. With all the other characters in this, you don't need to give Spider-Man fucking huge claws and tentacles and shit going on.
With that Iron Spider-Man suit, like, what would the point of those big claw things?
Yeah, I know.
It's like you think it's like, why put those on?
Because Spider-Man just see Doc Ock and he went, I want that.
I feel like it's just Tony Stark be like, why have you done this, Tony? He's like, because you're a spider. I know, but you don't. It's not literal.
It's a bit on the nose.
It's like you're Iron Man. You haven't got actual iron hanging off the back here.
I did like how he had like all the different versions of the web in his suit.
Yeah.
So like it's sort of like because Spider-Man always managed to pull these like tricks out of his arse somehow. Do you know what I mean? He could do like ricochet web and things like that in the comics and stuff like that. Now there's a reason he can do it. It's kind of like it's built into his suit that this is how he's capable of doing.
Do you prefer like the mechanical webs, or do you prefer like natural webs?
Mechanical. He's more. You can do more with it, as has been shown in this film.
I was thinking like one thing that they probably never will do. What I'd like to see in a cinematic would be like when he becomes the Man Spider. I really enjoyed that in the cartoon in like the early 90s when he becomes some massive Spider monster.
Yeah, I think like the augmentable web shooters give Spider-Man a lot more options. In the originals, obviously, like fighting different villains, you had to change his. Like when he was fighting, is it Hydro? A water guy.
Yeah.
He changed his web so it would like solidify him and things like that, so he couldn't escape and things like that. And
it definitely gives you more options to have more entertaining
I'm
fights.
Sure you have to have an insulated web against like Electro.
Yeah. But I think that's the point. You had to like come up with new ways to beat these things, and obviously webs would be the only thing you could do, I suppose.
Yeah. So I enjoy like that new variant on it kind of thing. That is the suit that controls his web abilities.
Sorry, I just remember the bit. Is it Donald Glover?
Yeah, Donald Glover's in this.
Yeah, which is also cool because he was the one rumoured to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I love the bit where, because obviously he does a shit job of interrogating him and but then he leaves him stuck to the car. It's like, oh, don't worry, man, give it about 5 hours, you come loose.
I kind of feel like, I don't know, that interrogation voice he puts on. I feel like it's like a bit
of a fuck you to Batman.
Yeah, it was.
Interrogation. Where the fuck is?
Tell me everything. And he's like, you don't talk like that. I know a 12-year-old girl when I hear him. Like, I don't really good. I'm not a girl.
I think with this one as well, like it's unusual for a film to have so many villains in it and not fuck it up. He had potentially 4 villains in this.
No, but everything else was a henchman after Vulture.
I know, but yeah, but at the same time, the Shocker's quite a well-known Spider-Man villain, and the Tinker's not, but he's still like a Spider-Man villain.
You know, I know that, but like I said, in how it's been used, they're all working together, all under the Vulture. Like I said, they were henchmen, but it just so happens that it's more like a little, just like, oh, I know who that is, like the MJ thing.
Yeah,
the MJ thing. I like that. I really like that.
That was the worst.
No,
I didn't care for that.
No, it's fine. I like that.
It was not needed in the slightest, and it's not like. It's not Mary Jane. She's called something else, isn't she?
Yeah.
So it's not the same, but it felt forced in, like when at the end of like The Dark Knight Rises, when he goes, "I threw your real name."
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. You didn't need to do that, you fucking assholes.
No, I didn't mind that.
I didn't mind it.
Because the thing is that Lisa.
If it was a shit film, I probably would mind it. But it was a good film.
It was a point for me and Gaz watching the film. We were both watching it, and she said it, and we both looked at each other and went,
I
like how he hid everything under the fucking lockers one. He could just casually lift up a whole wall of lockers.
That bit was when a bit kind of like for me was when when he got the building collapsed on him.
Yeah,
just fucking screaming because it's hard to forget that he's not a fucking kid.
Yeah,
he goes about and stuff. It's like you kind of like that point is like, oh yeah, he's just a fucking kid, isn't he?
But then I really enjoyed that. It showed him more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Than that. He is just a child. He was in a situation he couldn't handle. He was crying for help.
But then at the same time, there was a great scene until they did the whole. If you're not something without the suit.
Oh God! No, fucking move faster the fuck out.
I I don't think they need to do that Tony Stark voiceover.
I literally think they could have left it with the half face in the pool.
We literally heard him say it 20 minutes ago. We don't need to remember or remind him, that he said it. It's fine. Just leave it out. Fucking, I hate it.
I think they could have tied that in a lot better with that. If he'd have just got out of that situation, seen the half mask, half his own face in there, busted himself out, gone and defeated Vulture, and I'm like, how the fuck did you do that without that suit? And he would have then said it. Yeah. To me, that would have been a bit more, well done, Spidey.
Well done, Spidey. Good job, Spidey.
Sweet sass, Spidey.
He's sassy, man. He's a sassy boy.
Because that's more in vein with Spider-Man anyway, that kind of like. But I don't think... he needed that scene where it showed him vulnerable and then overcoming it. But I don't think it was done in the right way.
No. The scene itself, I thought it was fine, it's just the voiceover thing.
Remember who you are. Get James Earl Jones in more films. As Clouds.
He's a really good Cloud.
Plays a smashing Cloud, that bloke.
Yeah. So you think next time we see Spider-Man is probably going to be Infinity War.
Yes.
Do you think the Tom Hardy Venom thing's official apparently?
Yeah.
So is that the next one?
Well, I thought it's official that he's having his own movie though.
I'd rather he didn't.
Why?
Because I just don't think that Venom deserves his own film.
I'm more interested to see how they're going to tie this in without Spider-Man.
Well, that's what I mean. So, because
canonically, Venom gets his powers because the symbiote was on Spider-Man first.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So that's where he gets his powers from. So how they're going to go from to transition that, where he would basically have the same power set as Spider-Man?
You have to have Spider-Man in it, even for some flashback purposes. Because not everybody knows.
But now that just seems like really forced in and shoehorned in.
I think I'm on board with having a Carnage, but I'm not on board with.
It's going to be a blood transfusion, you know.
See, I want
Peter going to donate some blood, and he's going to end up getting it.
I want Carnage to show up in Deadpool.
Why?
Because it's hilarious in the comic where they fight for the entire comic and just keep killing, slicing and chopping up each other.
I'm just looking up now what could the potential, a bit off beaten path here, so my mind's working at the moment. But I was just wondering who the villains could be in Deadpool 2, because I don't really know.
Don Quixote.
Hitmonkey, I'd like to see that.
He just
Lady Death, Taskmaster.
Taskmaster, I think.
Yeah. In the Selfish Moon, Madcap.
Haven't they announced anything yet?
No, that's what I was thinking. I don't think they
Unless it's just him having a bit of a to do with Cable. That sounds like something.
Yeah. But then that's just going to be a film where they have us to do with Cable and then at the end he goes, you're not so bad. But they're going to have some reason why
they're going to have another threat.
Yeah, there's going to have to be a third party in there to make them ally.
Yeah. Because it started filming, so you think that would have been announced or something like a cast or something. But don't know. Who knows? Only Hollywood. And I'm not even sure they know half the time.
I'm pretty sure they just show and go, what we're doing today?
So we're winging it, yeah?
They find all the A-list celebrities hanging around outside going, can I be in a film? And they're going, You
there, boy in the streets.
You there, James Earl Jones, you're the Cloud Man.
You there, Will Smith, Genie.
That's exactly how Hollywood works.
That's exactly how it works.
So Spider-Man, we all done? Got anything else to say about the Spider-Man?
Where do you guys... Well, I wasn't going for ratings, but I was going to say, where do you hold it with the other superhero films that came out this year? So you got Logan, Guardians, Wonder Woman, and Spider-Man so far.
Wonder Woman, then Spider-Man, then Guardians.
I'd say Spider-Man's probably my least favourite out of. It's still a good film, and I'll enjoy watching it again. But Logan, Wonder Woman, and Guardians of the Galaxy have been just strong as fuck. And this was alright.
Logan was good, but it wasn't what I wanted.
I thought it was fucking exactly what I wanted.
It was brilliant.
Logan is my number one, easily.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Easily.
Logan
Wonder Woman's mine.
Logan, Guardians, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, but is a fucking hair gap between every single one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's been the quality of the superhero films this year has been absolutely on top.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Give it a rating out of 5 pineapples.
I
gave it a round number. So it's a 5 something. I know you like it.
Yeah. I'll give it 4 candelabras.
I'll give it 4
out of 6 bar stools.
Yeah, I'd give it 4 French horns out of 5 banana breads.
So I'll give it 8 baked Alaskas out of 27 not baked Alaskas.
Raw Alaskas.
Yeah, wait, so
Raw Alaska.
it's a low number, but they're baked, so it's better. That makes sense.
That's pretty fucking good, I guess.
Of course it does. Okay then, we're done.
Yeah. So yeah, well, cheers for listening, guys. I don't know when we're going to be back again because the movie's coming up. Kind of expressed not on Dark Tower, maybe.
Well, when's Thor?
Thor's not till November.
Oh, well, break.
Superhero wise, we're on a drought now till November when you get.
You know, the only film.
But the thing is, because so many fucking superhero films, I forget that we don't have to just talk about superhero films. Yeah. I'm so used to everything based on fucking superhero films. Yeah, let's just talk about other films. We could talk about
other films, I suppose.
We won't.
No. Thor Ragnarok then. And then Justice League. Yeah. And then that's it for superhero. We've got Star Wars in December.
This one better be good.
It fucking will be. Don't you worry about it, my friend.
Yeah, that's what was it that we actually watched? What is that?
Oh yeah, this weekend was D23, which is like the Disney convention, essentially.
Okay.
They thought, Comic-Con, we'll do our own.
In the little package thing they did about this new Star Wars film, they're really trying to run it home that this is not what you're going to be expecting.
Yeah. I hate that.
Which I still think it looks great.
I expect it to be a Star Wars film. If it's not a Star Wars film,
all they were saying was like, this isn't the Star Wars film you think it is.
Do you mean the sequel to the first one?
Well, maybe they're trying to say, like, okay, we understand the first one was A New Hope, the Force Awakens was A New Hope, this isn't going to be Empire.
The only way they could... yeah, that's probably what it is. It's not going to be Empire. Everyone will expect it to be Empire.
Please be Empire.
Well, they do. They've got 8080s in it, apparently. And the guys have some sweet...
The shit.
What?
8080s.
They're not shit. They're fine.
They're fine. That's not great.
I phoned you the other day about this.
You did.
Why?
Okay with an answer. Go on.
Go on. Okay, so
ask your question.
So the question is, what destroys the 8080s?
Trip hazards.
No, what blows them up? What actually destroys them? Actually, officially destroys them?
Like, you just want me to come up with a bomb, or what happens in the film?
Well, it throws a grenade in one.
Yeah, it throws a grenade in one, so internally
and they shoot a couple.
And they shoot a couple. If the lasers can destroy them, what's the fucking point in tripping them up?
For a strategic advantage. And maybe they're running low on lasers.
Also, 8080s are the worst thing ever. Literally, the heads can only turn about 45 degrees.
That's how it needs to.
You come at it from the side, it can't shoot you. It doesn't have a fucking side gun.
But the thing is, it's made to break down like big strongholds. You still have ATSTs going around, you still got a fuckload of troops going around at the same time. It's literally
ATPTs.
I think
it's literally the same as like having all your men go out front and all these small vehicles go out front, and you just got a tank on standby.
I think what's that like? Because going off Rogue One, sorry, Mike. They had the transport AT-ATs, but there's I can't remember what the initials are for that one.
ATPT.
Whatever you want. It's probably not that.
All-terrain personal transport.
The one with the open sign had the big colourful block on it for no apparent reason. But yeah, so I think originally they were designed just as transport sort of things for carrying large amounts of cargo or whatever.
It's inefficient, the slowest fuck.
They're too busy trying to make a Death Star. That's what all the fucking
literally
money
they have fucking ships that fly. A fucking X-wing will go infinitely fast, a Y-wing, fucking anything like that. If they can build a fucking TIE Interceptor, surely they could build a faster mode of transport than a giant walking metal camel.
I think they spend all the money in space though, because they've got
You've got spaceships. Use them instead.
But you can't take a fucking Imperial destroyer down to a fucking planet.
Yeah, we can take them large ones with the wings that fold up.
I just thought it's a bit odd that they base it. It is a fucking camel in AT. No camels in the Star Wars universe.
Tautons, though.
That's not a camel, though.
No.
They're like a snow camel.
There's probably some kind of camel creature at some point. I'm not going to say there's not. I'm not looked at all the
There's one on Tatooine, that really huge one that bucks up when the...
Yeah.
Millennium
Falcon. Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
It's not a camel.
It's like a massive one, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like an AT-80. Even the Jawas have a more efficient mode of transport.
No, they didn't. Those things are fucking stupid.
Behind the scenes from The Last Jedi had lots of new creatures in it. A lot of small, cute ones as well.
Yeah, it does look like it's got loads of cool little characters in it. Yeah. It's just, well, is it just going to be another cantina scene? Oh, look at all the wacky characters!
I really want that song to play, and someone go, "Hey, I've heard this song for a long time."
Oh, I love the classics.
Fucking classic.
That would be
mate.
nice, yeah. Probably.
It's just a poster on the wall, nostalgia night.
But yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
But yeah, anyway, we'll wrap it up.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know when we're back soon, hopefully. If we can't think... Oh, saying that, San Diego Comic-Con's next week. With all the trailers
also,
that happen.
Rick and Morty. The end of the
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Shit.
We'll do a weekly one. We'll analyse the episode in
Don't
depth.
promise what we can't do.
Depends how it's released in this country, though. Because 30th of July in America, there's no guarantee we're going to get it on the 30th of July.
Yeah, but we're going to be watching it on the internet anyway. Oh, fucking everyone that watches Rick and Morty on the internet. If it wasn't for Netflix, that's all I'd have to watch
pay
it.
somebody and then watch it on the internet.
I have no problem watching stuff like that illegally when it's... Because obviously, if it's a film and you have the chance to use a cinema...
That's the worst
it's
thing
fine.
to watch illegally.
No, because you haven't got DVD. Like, I would...
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you're watching Rick and Morty illegally, which is then taking...
They don't get the ad revenue.
They don't get anything from it, so then they...
Alright, well, bring
they're
out
not getting views, therefore they'll get cancelled.
Bring out UK DVDs. Can't even bloody buy a Blu-ray box of Rick and
Yeah, but
Morty
they're
in
not
the
going to bring
UK.
it out when it comes out.
Or just let me pay £5 and beam it directly into my brain.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's just... I think, well, because, like, we've got to the point now with Netflix, because iZombie was a series that didn't really get over it, but this year it came out straight away as it was released in America.
It's great, that
Just
as well.
fucking do that.
Make my way through the third season, though.
I'm sure, like, Adult Swim have the website. They could probably just put them online. You just pay...
Do we have? We don't have an Adult Swim channel. What was Rick and Morty?
Yeah, well, you get Adult Swim on. It's on Fox for like 3 hours after fucking midnight on the UK once a week, where they play Rick and Morty and
Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken, and that other one where there's a meatball and a cup of
Aquatine Hunger Force.
Yeah, that's the one.
Crap.
I like
It
it.
is crap.
I
You're
like
right.
Aquatine Hunger Force.
Axe Cop's good, but that's not an adult.
I do like Axe Cop.
Harvey Birdman, the two
It's a good one. Anyway, yeah, so
just
alright.
naming Adult Swim shows.
Scratch my review comment. We'll be back soon with probably trailer talk from San Diego Comic Con and shit. And also Rick and Morty Season 3. All the hypes. Plus hype. That's a word.
Get hyped.
Sweet hypes.
Sweet hypes, bro.
Get hyped.
Thanks for listening, guys. As always, please take some of your valuable time that we've already wasted a large amount of and give us a like on
Not
Facebook.
as much as we have.
Find us on Facebook and Twitter, The Pop Men. iTunes also, just search for The Pop Men, and the YouTube, which is, you can search for Unqualified Opinion Podcast, or you can search for The Pop Men. And check out Sweet Rolls, our D&D RPG podcast, where we play D&D really badly. Well,
Speak for yourself.
You're doing alright.
Yeah, alright. It's fine. Find out how badly or goodly we're doing. They're not words.
You've got a vampire to fight.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
GD Jizz.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Podcasts.